Hey, are you waiting for someone to truly see your value and your worth after they've told you repeated times or shown you repeated times that they're not going to see it? Well, if so, stop it. Let me tell you the story about a day I came up on a friend of mine. We've known each other for over 20 years. And I walked up and she kind of had her head in her hands and she was shaking her head, which was that once again, these folks that she was counting on had disappointed her. Once again, these folks that she thought would treat her a different way, treat her more like how she believed she should be treated, respect her in a way, and give her the opportunities or the break that she thought she needed to get. And once again, they had said no. Once again, they had shut a door that she thought could be open, that she thought she could walk through. And she and I had had many, many conversations up until this point, and we'd had several times where we thought maybe the door was going to open, and then it was shut. And after a while, advise and coach that these folks are not going to change. You need to be thinking about how you design that next season. And they made a couple of attempts, to try to change a few things and to set some things up for what they dreamed they could do in um, a different environment. And this time, though, it was the last straw. And so we started to enact a plan. And the plan was, do one thing different every day that's more towards that new season, more towards that future, and less about hanging on and counting on and waiting for these other folks to change. Do something that's within your control, within your autonomy, that helps you move forward. So doing that one thing is very powerful. Counting on folks to change, especially folks in some kind of a organizational dynamic or leadership dynamic where maybe they don't even have the ability to change what they want, what they're looking for, or maybe they don't even know what they want. Um, that's not the environment that you're going to flourish in. You're going to flourish when you start taking that autonomy and you start taking your chances and you start working on one small thing a day to move yourself forward and design your new season. The voices we follow matter. And if we follow the voice that keeps us in our comfort zone, a lot of times it's the wrong voice. We need to follow that voice that tells us we deserve better, we deserve more, we can change our own circumstances if we take that step. Let's keep working on shit together. See you next time.